Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Justin Wolf from Wolf Customs. Today I'm going to show you an item called the OUTAD. The OUTAD is something that I've been using for a couple days now and have actually really grown to love. It is something that's not going to be for everybody, but I'm here to tell you I've really enjoyed it. And when you use it if you think outside of the box using this thing, you can actually make it something that it was never created to be. So if you watch the video, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. But first of all, this is the OUTAD. The OUTAD is a speaker that is designed to connect with your cell phones or your tablets or your laptops via Bluetooth. Most of us know Bluetooth as something that streams audio or whatever it may be wirelessly. When Bluetooth was first introduced, Bluetooth was actually kind of difficult to get things to pair and communicate with, but nowadays it's actually very simple. Basically all you do is turn a button on here,
Bluetooth.
Turn the Bluetooth function on your cell phone and hit a button on your cell phone, and they basically pair instantly at that moment. Very, very quick, very simple. And the audio that this thing puts out is actually quite nice, and this thing does a few other things as well. So stay tuned, and I'm going to show you exactly what this thing can do. Operating your vehicle safely is one of the most important things you can do. Some of the leading causes of death nowadays are texting while driving, using your cell phone, or the consumption of alcohol behind the wheel. So if we can eliminate one of those things with this, then that's important. That's something that I've been using this for. I've been using this in conjunction with my cell phone and making hands-free phone calls while driving. It keeps my attention forward and my hands on the steering wheel exactly where they need to be. It's basically nothing more than talking to another person sitting in the passenger seat, and I think that that is very important. So with all that in mind, that was one of the first faults that I found with this thing, is the fact that it does not sit in a standard size cup holder. Now it does sit in my wife's cup holder, but if you try to use it in my truck, it does not. I have to set it in the seat or up on my armrest. So this is something that the company should definitely take into consideration, because if they was to make this sit in a standard size cup holder, well, you obviously see the possibility there. Alright, let's see here. Who should we call? I'm going to call somebody, and I'm going to surprise them. They have no idea that I'm calling, and that way we can get a very accurate and honest impression of their side of the call. I think I'm going to try Mr. Joe Mobley from Feral Woodcraft. His hours are a little mixed up, but I think on the weekends, I think he reverts back to first shift. Otherwise, he's going to hate me. Hey, what's going on, buddy?
Not a lot.
Hey, I didn't wake you up, did I? I didn't wake you up, did I?
Oh, no, no.
Okay.
On the weekends, I flip back to first shift, so.
Okay, that's what I was thinking, but I just wanted to make sure. Hey,
Well,
so the reason I've got you on the phone right now is you are actually on video. You are helping me review a product right now.
Okay.
So basically, it's what this item is it's a Bluetooth speaker that is compatible with your phone or your laptops or computers or whatever it is. And so I paired it with my phone, and I'm driving right now to make this all hands-free. And I wanted to get your thoughts on your end. I mean, how does it sound on your end? Can you hear me okay? Is there any muffling?
I can hear you fine. I can tell it's routed through something, that you're not talking directly through your phone.
Of course.
To be quite honest with you, it's on the better end of any Bluetooth type conversation I've been on.
Okay, that's good. Yeah, it's one of those items that when you see it, you're going to be like, well, that's kind of novelty. But, and I kind of thought the same thing, but after using it for a couple days now, I've actually kind of enjoyed it, and it's growing on me. Because basically the whole Bluetooth feature is not the only feature that it has. So
Cool.
But on your end, you can hear me good? And
yeah, typically from my experience, you know, I work, my job is white collar, so I, you know, talk on the phone a decent amount. And I can always tell when I'm routed through a Bluetooth headset of some kind. Usually it kind of, your voice would sound hollow if you were using one.
Sure.
You know, kind of like you're talking through a can a little bit. Whereas I could understand them, it just doesn't sound like, you know, a direct conversation like I am on my phone with the phone up to my head. But this, you know, you said you're driving, so probably a lot of what I'm hearing is road noise in the background. Your voice doesn't sound hollow at all.
yeah, it could be because the item's actually sitting in the cup holder right now.
Well, that would make sense.
So the vibrations are carrying through the, you know, the plastics and everything else. So.
Right. But it doesn't sound like I'm on speakerphone at all. But again, like I said, it's hard to describe. It doesn't sound like you're talking into your phone, like, you know, with your phone up to your head. But I mean, it's a good call, or good quality.
Okay, cool.
Grab the last bottle from the top shelf. You know it won't stop without someone's help. If only you could see what you've done to yourself. Your excuses that these are the cards you've been dealt. Fresh new pack for too much I bet. Tell everyone it's your last cigarette. With one long drag in your hand on the breath. You're too scared to look back at what you regret. I'm so sick. I'm so tired of fighting a fight that won't retire.
So one of my favorite things to do with this right now is, most of the time when we're sitting down and we're relaxing, we don't really use our laptops a lot anymore to watch videos. Most of the time we use our smartphones. Right now Heather is watching Mike Travis from Blue Mountain Bushcraft, and he's talking about saws. Well, she's using the speaker on my phone. Now, a lot of Samsung phones, like this is the SX Edge, the speaker's on the bottom, right down here. So if you cup your hand,
If I say a chainsaw, maybe the first thing you might
then
think
you
of
can
is little
redirect the
wires.
sound towards you.
You know,
Now the older Samsung devices, the speaker's on the back, so you'd have to cup your hand and again throw the volume around to you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pair this up with that, and we're just going to set it in her lap and direct the speaker towards her. See how it sounds.
The one that we're going to take a look at today is called the Unbelievable Saw. I picked this up off of Amazon. I got turned.
Bluetooth connected.
Now hit play.
Magnus Anderson over in Sweden. An Altoids 10.
If it's too loud, turn it down for you, because that's pretty loud.
How do I turn it down? Bring it.
Put it up, and that's what we've got. Pretty small, as you can see.
Oh, now we got a buffer. Gotta love being out in the boonies.
Alright. Baco ran through that.
Makes a heck of a difference though, doesn't it?
It does, yeah.
36 seconds.
Go ahead and turn it up.
A little closer to 30. After you pick the saw up, start the timer, yada yada. You know the drill. So, definitely more efficient. Let's try the Silky next. This is a Super Excel 21.
Yeah, it could be a little bit annoying having something else on your lap, but when you're just laying down relaxing, what's the difference between having that on your lap or a laptop? I mean, really. Oh, look at him saw. Mike, you're a beast.
Wow. Wood. Alright guys, well what do you think? If this was a straight up numbers race, there'd be no comparison.
So I've stumbled across another cool application that you can do with this thing. Basically, I'm out at my parents' house, and they're having a lot of problems with coyotes right now, eating the chickens. And so I thought, you know, I wonder if I can pull up a predator call app on my phone and play it through that. Then I can set that up outside, play this predator call, and see if I can pick off a few coyotes, eliminate that problem. So I downloaded this app. I've got the speaker in another room. Let's see how it sounds. So I tell you what, that's actually pretty cool right there, to be able to have a predator call app and then to actually play that through this speaker. That's pretty neat. Let's see what it sounds like when the coyotes get a hold of a rabbit.
No, that's sad. Shut it up.
Grandma Joy's in tears.
Just ignore it.
That's on my doobie.
What the heck was that?
Where's Scooby at?
Huh.
Is that turkey? I think that's a turkey. Okay, I don't know what that is.
It's a locator siren. Huh.
What happens whenever Heather hears them?
So anyway, as you can see, there's a lot of useful things for this particular speaker. It doesn't necessarily, I mean, think outside of the box, just like this, and wow. It's pretty cool. Pup distress. Let's see what that.
Is that a dog?
Alright, so now here we are. We're in the middle of the night. It's pitch black. What good is this speaker going to serve us out here in the darkness right now? Well, it's not going to serve us any purpose or do us any good unless it has a flashlight built into the bottom of it, which it does. And believe it or not, it's actually quite a bright little flashlight. Not bright as in one of my through nights or something like that, but it's pretty dang bright. Especially if you just drop your keys or something like that along those lines on the ground. Did I mention that it also folds out into like a little handheld lantern? No? I didn't mention that? Oh, well, it does. It does. It's, again. Oh, and it goes brighter. Look at that. Again, this could be considered a little novelty for some, but you know, if you put this into a car camping scenario, you hang this inside of a tent, not only can you play music through it, take phone calls, but you can illuminate that inside of that tent quite well. Alright guys, so what are my final thoughts on this bad boy right here? I'll be completely honest with you, I actually really like this thing. This has been one of my favorite items that I've got to review so far. It's just a lot of fun. In the very beginning, I didn't know if I was going to like it or if I was going to think that it was mainly just novelty. But the more I use it, the more I like it. And I've been using this thing pretty much non-stop for about 3 days now. Like I said, I've used this thing for hands-free wireless phone calls. I've listened to music on this thing. I've watched YouTube videos to help with the noise on this. I've made predator calls with it and everything, and I'm just continuously thinking of other things that I can use this for now, basically thinking outside of the box. You know, the flashlight feature, it's one of those things where, do I see myself actually using it? Probably not, but it's there. If I need it, I can pick this right up out of my cup holder or something, shine my light if I drop my keys, or, you know, whatever. So I do think that that still has merit. As far as the lantern goes, I mean, sure, again, that is kind of novelty in a sense, but if you're, I mean, it's not real flimsy, it's still pretty well built, and if you're someone that likes to car camp or anything, there is no reason in the world you can't utilize that. Open that bad boy up, put it in your tent, hang it, whatever, carry it around the woods, whatever you want to do. Completely up to you. Just because I may not use it for something like that doesn't necessarily mean that you won't use something or use it for something like that. But I actually cannot wait to actually go out and use this as a predator call to see how it does. I'm also thinking about weather alert apps that you can put on your phone. You know, pair this with your phone when you go to sleep. You plug it in. You have high weather come up. This thing goes off. Turn it up full blast. It's going to wake you up, no problem at all. So anyway, I'm going to put all the information that you need to know about this thing in the description box, as far as price, specs, all that fun stuff, where to order it, and yeah, that's all there is to it. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and as always, have a good one.